I say, for a visionary leader. Let's say that the cake is 100. 44 goes back to the people. 44.
What do you mean by that?
That means free education for everyone, free medical service. If you are a Mauritian, you have a problem with your eye, you have a problem with your heart, you have a problem for your renal problems, you have anything, you are looked after in our hospital freely. Social security system, ministries with social vocation, like women's affairs, families affairs, youth and sports. These are not productive ministries. We spent money. So it represented 44 out of 100. It's a lot, you see? And this is our philosophy of sharing the wealth of the country.
Education sometimes might have the resources and will happen. And then there's also the issue of the kind of education. I'm quite curious. Did Mauritius sort of focus on any particular kind? Was vocational and technical education more important than the grammar, the typical grammar education? What was the situation with regard to that?
In the beginning, when we started our tertiary sector, we didn't go for a full-fledged university. In the beginning, we started by parts. We knew that we wanted administrators, social workers, some engineers, not to the highly skilled engineers. We didn't have at that time medical schools. We just started our medical school. We didn't have at the time lawyers' schools. We started recently our lawyers. So we started what the country needs first.
And this need is determined obviously by the overall national strategic direction,
yes,
is that it?
That's correct. This is how we done it, you see? And this gave us the chance to train the people. And you know, once you educate something, and especially when he has a master's degree or doctorate, and if afterwards he does not have a job, he will have a big problem. So we must find something for him. That's why we go slowly in the beginning, and now we are developing it to other sector where we can have many things.
Brain drain, did you suffer from it?
Oh, yes. Yes. We are suffering from it because Mauritius is so small, and the attraction, because some people goes overseas for training. They go to France, to UK, to the States, to Canada, to India, to Australia. And the possibility they have there, we can't give them. But we have a chance that the life in Mauritius is very cheap, you see? And we face that kind of problems. But fortunately for us, we have been able to have the quantity of people that we need. But that does not stop the brain drain. But fortunately, until now, we are very lucky to have in every sector of services in Mauritius, Mauritian at the top. You see, and even we have sometimes where we have a surplus and people can go abroad in countries nearby to work.
But you have cultivated that, haven't you? Deliberately cultivated that.
Yes, we have done it, you see, because we think that it is important to acquire knowledge, and once you acquire knowledge, you can do whatever you want afterwards.
Your Excellency, I was listening to you this week talk about your increasing focus on IT. Why? Why is that suddenly so important to you?
There's two reasons for that. This is the new techniques. You can't talk now if you don't talk IT. Everything is IT. And secondly, you know, we have a very strong link with India. India has not gone only historical link with Mauritius, it has got family link with Mauritius. And India, which is very aggressive in IT, you know that, they have, if my figures is correct, about 35% of the programmers in Silicon Valley, the states, are Indian origin.
Yes.
You see? So they told us, when we asked them, we want to acquire this skill, they said, okay, but we knew that they wanted something from us also. And what they wanted from us is they have access to the English-speaking countries, but they don't have access to the French-speaking countries. And as we are bilingual, they want us to use our master key to open the doors of the French-speaking African countries.
Interesting.
So it's
Mutual.
donnant. You see? So they gave us something, we give them something. So we are prepared to work together in that specific field. Because Mauritius, we are very ambitious, you know.
The people or the leadership?
All of us. All of us. The people and the leadership also. We want to do what Singapore has done with Asia. We want to do more than that. Because our historical and family link with Asia, especially China and India, because we are part of Africa as a member, as I said to you, as family, because in my blood there is slave blood.
African blood.
African blood. So we want to bridge the two continents. When you see the two emerging economies of the world today is China and India. And Mauritius is well situated. You see them passing by to go to Africa. So we said, why don't we work together? Why do Mauritius take advantage of what it has as opportunity to develop the country and to, at the same time, help developing the continent of Africa, where it belongs to? And if Asia, because our link to Asia can help that, we do it because we believe in that.
But you are, Your Excellency, really, you are confident that Africa will change in what sort of time span? I mean, this is a complex continent with many of the difficult issues. I mean, all the poor countries, majority are here. It doesn't matter whether it's AIDS or malaria. It almost seems hopeless to a point.
Yes, it seems like that if you look at it on one side of it. But look at it on the other side of it.
What is the other side of it?
The other side of it, let's say since the last 15 years, there have been increasingly improvement in Africa.